The 20 things you should never tell your friends about your spouse. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about what you shouldn't tell a friend about your spouse. When we're in a relationship, it can be tempting to share every detail of our lives with our friends. While it's natural to want to seek advice and support from those closest to us, there are certain topics that should be kept private between us and our spouse. Sharing too much information about our partners can lead to unwanted opinions and advice that may not be helpful and can create unnecessary tension and drama in our relationships. In this video, we'll explore 20 things that you should avoid discussing with your friends about your spouse. By following these guidelines and respecting the boundaries of your relationship, you can create a strong and fulfilling partnership that will stand the test of time. So let's dive in. 1. Personal problems. Your personal problems with your spouse should be kept between the two of you. It's not fair to your spouse if you're sharing their personal issues with your friends. You wouldn't want your spouse to do the same to you, right? So, avoid discussing personal issues with your friends. 2. Negative comments about your spouse. Negative comments about your spouse can be hurtful and damaging to your relationship. It's important to address any issues with your spouse directly and not complain about them to your friends. If you do need to talk to someone about your problems, seek the help of a therapist, counselor, or your pastor instead of discussing it with your friends. 3. Intimate details. Intimate details of your relationship should be kept private. It's not appropriate to discuss your sex life or other intimate details with your friends. This can make your spouse feel uncomfortable and disrespected. Remember, some things are meant to be kept between you and your spouse. 4. Financial issues. Discussing financial issues with your friends can create unnecessary stress on your relationship. It's important to work together with your spouse to resolve any financial problems you may have. Discussing it with your friends can lead to unwanted opinions and advice that may not be helpful. 5. Your spouse's secrets. Your spouse may have shared personal information or secrets with you that they don't want anyone else to know. It's important to respect their privacy and not share their secrets with your friends. This can cause trust issues and damage your relationship with your spouse. 6. Family issues. Family issues can be sensitive and complex, especially when it comes to in-laws. It's important to handle any family issues with your spouse and not involve your friends. If you need to vent or seek advice, consider speaking with a therapist or a trusted family member who can offer constructive support. 7. Physical appearance. It's not appropriate to discuss your spouse's physical appearance with your friends, especially in a negative or critical way. This can be hurtful and damaging to your spouse's self-esteem. Remember to show love and support to your spouse and address any appearance-related issues with kindness and understanding. 8. Past mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, and it's important to forgive and move on from past issues in your relationship. Discussing past mistakes with your friends can lead to unnecessary drama and resentment. Learn to let go of the past and focus on building a healthy and positive future with your spouse. 9. Private conversations. If your spouse confides in you about something, it's important to keep it private and not share it with your friends. Respect your spouse's trust and confidentiality and show them that you are a loyal and trustworthy partner. 10. Unnecessary details. Sometimes we may feel the urge to share every detail about our relationships with our friends. However, it's important to consider what information is necessary and what can be kept between you and your spouse. Remember that your friends don't need to know every little detail about your relationship, and some things should be kept private. 11. Comparison to other spouses. It's not fair to compare your spouse to other people's partners, especially in front of your friends. This can be hurtful and damaging to your spouse's self-esteem and can create unnecessary tension in your relationship. Focus on appreciating your spouse for who they are and what they bring to your relationship. 12. Work-related issues. Work-related issues can be stressful, but it's important to keep them separate from your personal life. Avoid discussing your spouse's work-related problems with your friends, as this can create unnecessary tension and stress. Encourage your spouse to seek support from their colleagues or a professional if needed. 13. Personal flaws. Everyone has personal flaws, but it's important to address them with kindness and understanding. Avoid discussing your spouse's personal flaws with your friends, as this can be hurtful and damaging to your relationship. Instead, focus on supporting your spouse and helping them overcome any challenges they may face. 14. Relationship conflicts. When you have conflicts in your relationship, it's important to address them with your spouse directly and not involve your friends. Discussing your relationship conflicts with your friends can lead to unwanted opinions and advice that may not be helpful. Instead, seek the help of a counselor or therapist who can offer constructive support and guidance. 15. Negative stereotypes. Avoid perpetuating negative stereotypes about your spouse's gender, race, ethnicity, or other personal characteristics. This can be hurtful and damaging to your spouse and can create unnecessary tension in your relationship. Instead, focus on appreciating and supporting your spouse for who they are, regardless of any personal characteristics. 16. Family issues. Family issues can be sensitive and personal, and it's important to respect your spouse's privacy and boundaries. Avoid discussing your spouse's family issues with your friends, as this can create tension and stress. Encourage your spouse to seek support from their family or a professional if needed. 17. Health issues. If your spouse has health issues, it's important to respect their privacy and not discuss their health with your friends. This can be hurtful and damaging to your spouse's self-esteem and can create unnecessary stress in your relationship. Encourage your spouse to seek medical attention and support as needed. 18. Infidelity. Infidelity is a sensitive and personal issue, and it's important to address it with your spouse directly and not involve your friends. Discussing infidelity with your friends can lead to unwanted drama and opinions. Instead, seek the help of a counselor or therapist who can offer constructive support and guidance. 19. Personal achievements. If your spouse has achieved something significant, it's important to celebrate their accomplishments and show your support. However, avoid bragging about your spouse's achievements to your friends, as this can create unnecessary tension and resentment. 20. Trust issues. Building trust is an essential part of any healthy relationship. If you have trust issues in your relationship, it's important to address them with your spouse directly and not involve your friends. Discussing trust issues with your friends can create unwanted drama and opinions that may not be helpful. In conclusion, there are many things that you should avoid discussing with your friends about your spouse. From personal issues to family problems, financial struggles to intimate details, there are certain topics that should be kept private between you and your spouse. By respecting your spouse's privacy and building a strong foundation of trust and communication, you can create a healthy, happy, and fulfilling relationship. Remember that your relationship with your spouse should always come first, and that sharing too much information with your friends can lead to unwanted opinions and advice that may not be helpful. Instead, seek the help of a counselor or therapist who can offer constructive support and guidance. By following these guidelines and respecting the boundaries of your relationship, you can create a strong and fulfilling partnership that will last a lifetime. Consider subscribing to this channel for more videos on relationship.